Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Saba show, and we are reviewing the Everton and Leicester fixture, which resulted in a draw and probably was Leicester's game to lose, but Everton, as usual, decided to come up clutch in stoppage time. Obviously, I'm going to keep this short and sharp. I'm posting a few things today, so we'll keep it as quick as possible, but a few pointers I want to pick out. Now, obviously, we have not played the best this season, so I'm going to find things that we can do to be better. It's not a knock on the players, but it's just some things that we just need to sort out if we're going to, take a step to the next level. Iwobi. Now, this guy, I love his play. He has improved dramatically with Frank Lampard, but today there was a little thing that is a little bit of a problem with Iwobi. He gets the ball, he advances up the pitch. The problem is, he will only look straight. He's very narrow-minded, like this. It's like a tunnel. To the left and right, he's probably got options. And I think there were a couple of occasions today where he had that option. He did not use the option because his peripherals are garbage. He's got to work on that. We probably have a few more opportunities in the wider positions if he can get the ball there, but he's very narrow-minded. So obviously, that's something to work on. He's been excellent in probably the last month. So I'll give him props, but at the same time, that's something he should improve on. Richarlison cannot hit a barn door. He's just, every time he gets an opportunity dead in front, he just finds a new way every single time to not be able to finish it off. And today he had one where it was just a simple tap in and he couldn't do it. There was also a header which somehow grazed his head and went about 25 feet away. I mean, that's an over-exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously, he scored the winner. It was extremely unconvincing, but we take those as well. I think Everton fans and the club will know the importance of that solitary point that we picked up, that extra point that we picked up out of nowhere. We had no business getting a point in that game, given the position we were in, at about the 90th minute. But I also think that we should have come up with something. We had a very good period of dominance in the middle portion of the game. At the end, it sort of seemed to be slipping away, and then there was just that little moment at the end there which sorted us out. Rondon, playing up front, did my head in a little bit, but at the same time, he was the catalyst of that winning goal. It was like a little subtle tap to Richarlison, unexpected for the Leicester defence, and the rest was history. So props to him as well. He was actually pretty good. I think a lot of Everton fans have been crying out for Richarlison to stay on the wing as opposed for him playing up top, because obviously his form's been a little bit worse. He's better running towards goal as opposed to having his back towards goal. So Rondon actually resolves that problem. I would actually start Rondon next game for some weird reason. We've got Liverpool, so Richarlison up top, I think he'll get absolutely battered by Van Dijk and whoever their other back is, Matip or whatever. But overall, I mean, I'm pretty ecstatic. As I said, we had no business winning the game. Still a lot of work to do. We shit-housed our way to the victory. First 15 minutes was the brain fade, and obviously that kills you because we had a 10-day break and 6 minutes into the game concede in what was a pretty shitty fashion. But props to the defense for staying with it for the rest of the contest and actually giving us a result, because it was one thing to score a goal to get us back in the game, but it would be like all the hard work would have been completely undone if we conceded another one. So that is probably an area we would have lacked in a few weeks back, that resilience, but we were able to win out in that department as well. I think one other thing that we are really missing, and that's what separated us from being a much better side, is the fact that the quality on the ball is just not as good. We don't have the personnel. They probably do all this fancy shit in training, but can never actually replicate it on match day. There was some really nice stuff, though, that some players experimented with today, like just some simple touches that aren't that complicated, but they add a level of unpredictability to how the ball's moving. One of the things that shits me, and this is why Rondon triggered me when he was on, was there would be times where we would go forward and he would just halt the play as if he was an extra defender. He had a world of space to run into, and he would just look backwards and back pass it. That's something that was problematic for us at times today. I will give Leicester credit for holding us up pretty well in that department, but at the same time, you've got to have a positive mindset and, just try something. If you can get the ball ahead, don't hesitate, just do it. Because it was clear today that actually when we were getting in the box, we were actually getting some good looks. Damari Gray had a shot that went wide. I think Anthony Gordon had a shot that went wide. Richarlison had a couple missed headers on top of the sitters that he missed. So yeah, there was a lot of promising play in the forward half today, which is really good. Fabian Delph held up pretty well. I really love it. I love to see it when he slides in for a challenge that a lot of players just wouldn't commit themselves to. Like full stretch, sliding in for the ball, and it would help us in starting another attack. So he did that a few times today, and I think that's something we've also really missed. Dele Alli off the bench, probably his best performance, mind you, very small sample size, but I'll take it. I think he was involved in the startup for that play that got us the goal, so fair play to him. Alan was a bit uncharacteristic in his errors. The Corre or Van der Beek could have come on. They didn't come on. But overall, I think Lampard nailed the subs. Actually, I was a bit questionable about Ali, but he held up well in the 20 or so minutes he played. So overall, you take the win. It's a vital point. We've got Liverpool at Anfield next, and some people will probably be taking the piss and saying Everton can win this game. I think we're far from that. We're going to have to put our best foot forward in order to have any hope of picking up any points. Amazingly enough, there's a little bit of me inside that's going, we can possibly win, or no, not win, sorry, pick up a draw, pick up a point, and that could be another very vital point in the race to the end of the season, basically, in not getting relegated. Burnley got Southampton, and then they've got Watford and Brentford maybe coming up. I think they got Watford definitely. So that just really amplifies the importance of picking up any points that we can possibly get. This game against Leicester, we probably needed the 3 points. We didn't get the 3 points. We got the 1 point. So it gives us a little bit of room. 2 games sort of to work with. I'm not totally sold yet. We are not out of the woods by any means. There's still a long way to go as well. So we'll see how we go. But if you enjoyed this one, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the show. Weekly occurrence, this reaction type video is. That wasn't English, but we do these every week. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.